Hey guys, so this is going to be my 22 favourites. There's not much favourites when it comes to item wear. There's like one makeup thing. A lot of it is like hair care, a few clothes items, and obviously events and stuff like that. But this year it's been alright. It's actually gone quite quick though. It's like gone massively quick. So, to start off with, if you've not watched any of my videos of these before, I start off with the events. So, I went to see Palo Royale in Nottingham. That was insane, so memorable. I loved that one. I wasn't far from the front. The crowd was crazy. It was insane. People had to leave. It was just madness, like full on madness. I then did the half a marathon, which was, insane. Like, if you asked me, like, 10 years ago, if I'd ever run a half marathon, I told you no, I'd say hell no. But the fact that I actually ran it is insane. It took me 2 hours and 15 minutes. Will I do it again? I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie, it'll be coming up next year. I'm not sure. Like, I want to, and then I don't want to at the same time. And then I did the virtual one by Would Help Cinnamon, if you remember. Yeah, by Medal Mad. After seeing this one, I was like, I need to do and want this medal. And I did a review on this, which I'll link down below. But yeah, that one is where I mixed in between doing it outside on the in the gym on the treadmills. But yeah. I then went to my Comic Cons as well. I started going to Comic Cons. Manchester was probably the worst one. My favourite one would have to be the Love of Horror, even though it's the same company that ran Manchester Comic Con. I love Love of Horror. I got so first opening night with Corey Taylor and the Cherry Bombs. That was such a good performance by them. So I've never been to it. I think these guys are the only ones that do openings. I don't know, but it was so good. I'm glad I didn't miss it. And I wasn't gonna miss it because I'm Corey Taylor. But anyway, and then I got to see Corey Taylor as well. And then the actor who played Art the Clown, which I'll get into that film later on in this video. I did 2 cosplays this year. I did Samara, which was kind of last minute. I wasn't going to cosplay for this, but then I was like, I need to cosplay. So there's that, and then Ronan, which I really like. Now I've kind of shaved my hair and stuff, and it was meant to give my hair a break, and I've now started bleaching it, but I will hopefully be going Ronan again next year, just because I didn't go to every cons. I missed Manchester Comic Con. I didn't miss Nottingham. Not Manchester, Birmingham Comic Con. But yeah, so that's that for the events. So on to like other favourites. So following the Comic Con train, this is the Ben 9 Final Seal Matte Makeup Sealer. This is really good at sealing body paint. I wouldn't say it was amazing at like normal makeup, but for body paint, I definitely recommend this one. This is really, really good. Next thing is the Superdrug Cell Expertise Matte Clay Shape, Hold and Finish. This one was shook me as well. This one is like basically a clay. This one I had in my hair to set my hair when I was Ronin, to try and set that mohawk up. But yeah, this one's really shook. This is pretty cheap as well. It's from their Superdrug range as well, so definitely recommend that. And then I paired that with the Tresemme hairspray extra hold. This is a really good hairspray. The only thing with this hairspray is you have to wash it out. Like, it's not something that you can just brush out. It will build up in your hair after one use. Like, but that shows just how good it is. It's not like the L'Oreal Elnet where you can just brush it out. This one, you kind of need to wash it out your hair. Next thing is the Janet Frieda Frizzy's Dream Kills. This was like my everyday kind of lotion for my hair when I did have a mohawk. Now I can sort of get away with not putting anything in it until it starts to grow more. Just because that's when my hair gets obviously the driest, when it is a little bit more longer. But yeah, that. Next is the Revolution at Bond Restore treatment. This is the number 3 one. So this is supposed to be a dupe, I believe, for the the one they're always raving about. I can't think of the name, it's on my head. So I got this because at that point my hair was so damaged that, so when you go to sleep you will sometimes have hair, sometimes your hair will shed, but my hair would shed a lot more, and then I used this and then it stopped doing it. I was like, oh thank God, so this actually does its job. I'll only use this when my hair definitely like really needs it. But yeah, next thing I have is the Revlon Color Stay Skin Awakening Concealer. This is a really good concealer. If you've been following my channel a lot, you will know that the problem I have with concealers is I have fine lines under my eyes, and half the time they'll crease, and the concealer will crease into them. I find that this one doesn't. It lasts really well. Obviously by the end of the day, like by the end of the day, you'll see some creasage, but other than that, I do really like this concealer. So yeah. Next thing I have is a jewelry item. So this is by the company Glencara. I got this. I will be getting back onto doing more frequent videos on my second channel. It's just the fact that I was a bit busy joining it out, obviously starting a new job and everything like that. I will get onto the scary stories. But anyway, I got this necklace for one of those stories. It's a really nice necklace, but the only issue I have is the company. But I thought I'd show it anyway because I do really like this necklace. It's just they're not very it's turned over. They're not very I think I did a whole video. I'll link it down below, but I do still really like this necklace. That's why it's still in my favorites. But yeah, it's really pretty. Next thing are these platforms, which can I just say I'm a pro at walking in platforms at this point. So these are by what's that company? Yeah, that says it there. Kawai. I think that's how you say it, Kawai Footwear. As oh my god, I got these. Remember, I got these for the Pale Real concert, and yes, I was jumping up and down, and I did not break an ankle. I didn't like do any damage to my feet or fall over or anything like that. And then I wore them as well for the love of horror opening night. So all I'm gonna say is my feet are bulletproof, and yeah, but even if they were like normal heels, then no chance. I can't walk in heels. Wedges and platforms I'm fine, but like small like heels, the long thin heels, no, not even a chance. But yeah, I just really like these. Obviously they're not like an everyday thing, and a normal person won't wear them to a goddamn concert, but I did because I'm just like that. But yeah, I do really like these. Next thing is a bra. This bra I actually got from Asda. I was in Asda the other day, and they don't do them anymore. Well, this style anyway. But I didn't used to go for bras that didn't have what do you call it? That didn't have the like padding. But now I'm not too fussed. And I find that this doesn't irritate me either, because sometimes with a lace like that, I've had lace bras in the past where it's just like lace at the side and it's kind of made me itch, but this doesn't like irritate me or anything like that. But yeah, I do actually really like this bra. I thought I'd just chuck a bra in, why not? And then I have a pair of these shorts. These were from Damaged Society. I just love how unique they are. I love the colour and the tie-dye design, and I also love these like do you call them straps? They're kind of like attached to them. So yeah, and then they're kind of like ripped at the bottom as well. Next thing is this hand, which I got from the Love of Horror, which I use now to stick my rings that don't have that didn't come with jewelry boxes. I can't remember off the top of my head who's. Basically, I'm unorganized. I will link or I'll put the name of the company down below. But this realistically creeps me out because it realistically feels like a hand, and it's creepy. But yeah, they do all sorts of things. But yeah, that's my favorite. And then this year, I bought my first Build-A-Bear, didn't I? And then now I've got like 5. I'm not even going to lie. It started off 1 and then it turned into 500. But this was my first one, which I picked up. I mean, I could have showed you all of them, but I thought I'd show you this one as it was the first one that I picked up. And I named her Sunny as well, because why not? I think I did a whole video on that. Mind you, in that video, I might not have actually named it yet, but yeah. And then another softie is this one here. He is from Too Q. Because the temperature has dropped now, it's winter. While filming this, it's winter. It will still be winter when it's on. I love cuddling him just because he is so big. Compared to my other like stuffed toys and stuff, he is like the softest one. So I like to reach for him the most, and when I'm in bed, going to sleep. So on to movie of the year. So I have 2. So again, what I usually do is I have one movie which came out this year, and then a movie that came out years ago but I've discovered. So first off, the I'll mention the one that I discovered, and that is Terrifier. Not the second one, the first one. I prefer the first one so much. I remember seeing it. So basically, I decided to watch it because I knew the actor and the guy who like wrote it, directed it, was going to be at Love of Horror. So I decided, and I couldn't sleep, so I decided I'm going to watch this, and I was thoroughly creeped out. I mean, OMG, that clown. I mean, it's a scary. I've never been scared of clowns until then. That's why I look terrified in this photo. Do you see my face? That is just anyway. And then I decided that same night, sleep deprived, I'm gonna book tickets for a photo op in his outfit, and then me shitting it on the day anyway. But yeah, I prefer the first one just because the second one is a little bit. The second one, I get what they were doing with the second one. Like it didn't really have a formula. It didn't really make any sense. But I felt that the first one, he was a lot more terrifying, and it's just, I don't know. I just prefer and I like the rawness of it. I like how low budget it is, which sounds a bit weird, but some films can get away with like a low budget like feel to it and still be good. But yeah, so there's that, and then the movie of the year this year is Elvis. I saw this so many times at the cinema, you don't understand. But the thing is, as well, it wasn't just that. Like, anytime I'm in a shit mood, Elvis. Let's go to the cinema and watch Elvis. And then, same when it came out with DVD, every time I felt like shit, I would just put on Elvis. I mean, it starts out like a fun, like, film and stuff, and obviously it derails when, all this, it's not, doesn't end very happily because he dies, but it's still, you just still made me feel better. I don't know, not if that makes any sense. Like, obviously the last end of it was just sad, and it's just so sad how he was kind of, anyway. I did a whole review on this anyway, but it's a sad story. But in the end, especially like the beginning and stuff when he got his success and everything like that, it just filled me with so much joy and like to sing along songs and stuff like that. So it was kind of my go-to movie whenever I feel like down and everything. But yeah, that is basically it for this favorite video. I hope this year for you, my throat now is just having my throat now is just struggling. But I hope you guys had a good 2022 and it wasn't too bad. But yeah, so bye guys.